Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Roychell with Unspoken Artistry. Dare to speak your unspoken thoughts here with Rap Shyt Magazine. Unspoken Artistry was created around February of 2021. It's something I had been working on long before February 2021. It's been in works for quite some time actually. And Unspoken Artistry is we're just trying to provide a place for people to come to speak their unspoken thoughts and for others to listen and explore those unspoken thoughts, which normally is lessons that other people have lived, and they're giving it to us so that way we don't have to go through the same things, or just providing a little bit of knowledge or points of view on different subjects through different forms of artistry. I was discouraged at one point in my life. I was like really discouraged to do my poetry because I remember reading a piece to someone and they told me it was like, damn, that's heavy. And that discouraged me, even though it was my reality. So the dare to speak your unspoken thoughts is to let other people know that you're not alone. This is a safe place, and I dare you to do it because, you know, truth or dare. Dare, you're gonna do that dare. You know what I mean? So it's like, I dare you to speak your unspoken thoughts. Come share that. Come teach somebody something. So I would have to say that's where the dare came from. And it's all personal experiences. I feel like it was definitely a necessity. I feel like the vision that I have for Unspoken Artistry doesn't exist, so I'm creating it. Unspoken Artistry is currently being structured in different forms. So there is going to be a portion to where it's a 501c to where we can give back to the community, such as things like etiquette classes for our kids, adults, teens, writing courses, or even courses or a place for teenagers to come speak their unspoken thoughts, because that's when the voices aren't really heard. And I feel like a lot of things are carried into our adulthood. So if we had an opportunity to express ourselves now as teenagers or as, you know, preteens, whoever has the ability to write, sing, whatever form of artistry they have, I feel like offering a space for our youth to do that now is very important. And I think it's also another way to save our youth, honestly. So when I do Unspoken Artistry events, I'm the decorator behind it, I'm the coordinator behind it, I'm the host behind it. I'm not the DJ though, but I'm definitely the voice, the person behind Unspoken Artistry. So when someone walks into it, I literally put my energy in the space. I want people to feel warm, welcome, calm, cool, and relaxed, and enjoy themselves. Safe to be yourself 100%. So our first event was March 19th of 2022. That event was featuring Max the Realist, and it was an open mic. It was not a themed event. Seeing that was my first event, I just kind of wanted to see what was out there, who was out there, and gather people so I could bring people together for our following events. So that was March 19th, no event. The second event was featuring Hillary Levine. That one was a themed event. It was Love and R&B, and we talked about love and R&B all night. So love, and whether it was positive love, toxic love, whatever form of your love came in, we wanted to hear about it. And that one, I like to do themed events just to give people the opportunity to either step outside of their box or express something they've done but haven't yet performed or, you know, showcased yet. Or give people the opportunity to do something different and write something maybe even for the events. I did have a couple artists do that specifically. The following event was Culture. We did that at Craft Cannabis Club in Detroit. That event was featuring Pheno Mob, and that was also a great event. We had all cultures were welcome. So we've had many cultures come out and share their point of view, and even provide us with knowledge about their culture, which there's so many similarities in different cultures to ours, to mine. And I thought that was amazing. I thought it was beautifully put for every artist that expressed their unspoken thoughts. And our last event was featuring none other than Mature the Servant, Maturity Productions. And that was at Artist Village of Detroit. That is an amazing space. That is a great group of people. And that one was mental health awareness, which video coming soon. We're working on it. But that was a perfect event. Everyone, I always say, every event is filled with the people that it needs to be filled with. I met new artists. I've heard new things. And people came to speak their unspoken thoughts about things that they struggle with personally, or things that they know someone struggles with. So it was all close to home for everyone. So to provide a safe space for people is always important. And for people to come out and speak and share, shout out to you guys, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. I would have to say the decorating. I have my, my aesthetics is the lighting. So the lights that I put up, they're very tedious. And I have a system now that has made it a lot better. And so it was the decorating. And then for a second, I was a little bit worried about my features. And then I noticed every event that I go to, I come across someone amazing. And I always find my next feature at one of my events. So it's always good to network, not be closed-minded, be open, be approachable. So those are all the things that goes into it, just maintaining a positive attitude during the events, even if your microphone not working, even if your light's not lighting up, even if it's hot, you keep going. It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's something that I'm constantly thankful for, because they saw what I did, they liked what I did, and they wanted to have their own personal flow of it, or their own personal moment of it, their personal day, or however it's done, monthly, weekly, or bi-weekly, however it's done. They liked it so much they wanted me to come back, and that's an honor. That's an honor. That's all I ever asked for. I've been writing since I was about 7 years old. I would say earlier this year, my mom actually found one of my poems that I typed up and printed. And she called me and she read it to me, and I just laughed so hard, because goodness, the growth is real. I come from a musical family. My dad's a pianist and he's a vocalist. My mom sings, and my whole family, the Compass family, is musically inclined. Is that the word I'm looking for? They're all been in touch. There's so many artists within my family that it's just, I don't think I inherited the singing, but I inherited the writing skills. I have all of my pieces are my favorite. My favorite to perform, I would say, is From Selfless to Selfish, because that's very relatable. And then I still find myself with setting boundaries with people and being selfish with myself for the sake of me, so to where I'm not hindered in the end. And I would have to say something like The Matrix. Something like The Matrix is also another piece that's very relatable today. Everyone's on technology. Everyone is stuck with their phones in their faces. Even our kids seem like they are born knowing how to use an iPad. When I'm an Android user, it'd be weird, but everything is relatable. I would have to say is the key to all my pieces. Okay. Being open-minded. Me being open-minded allowed me to branch out to different locations, for an example, to host events for those locations, those businesses. That's one, being open-minded to do that, not being selfish with unspoken artistry. A lesson that I've learned is people are going to be people, and you have to you can teach, I can lead you to the water, but I can't force you to drink, for an example. I can tell you my point of view of something, but I can't force you to take it on or accept it. You know what I mean? It's up to you to see if there's a flaw or if it's my own point of view, you know? That's been one of the struggles. Working with different personalities is not always easy, especially when you have strong-minded people and people who are set on doing things their way. But unspoken artistry provides a different structure than a lot of different locations or a lot of different places and events, which is what sets us aside from everyone else. Okay. It's nerve-wracking. It's definitely nerve-wracking. See, when I read my piece, I want to run off the stage, but I forget I'm also the host. It's nerve-wracking, but I would say with time I've gotten better at it. I'm providing a safe place, so if I don't feel safe, no one's gonna feel safe. And I have learned that this is what we do. This is a part of it. Everyone here is here to learn something, here to hear something, here to feel something or share something with the next person that might be able to learn something. So definitely vulnerable, metaphorically speaking, naked. It's annoying. It's disheartening because I have a lot of brothers and I was raised around boys and I work with all men and I can keep up. So I don't need your comments or your lusting eyes to make me feel like this is what I have to do to get where I want to go. I'm gonna get it regardless. So it's disheartening. And I can understand, you know, you hear women in music all the time talk about it. And some women actually fall for the okie doke of this is what you have to do to get up there. Yeah, not me. You're either going to respect me in unspoken artistry or we can take our business elsewhere. It's that simple. I'm a respectable person. I'm a respectful person. But I will also put those in line like, come on. I'm a woman. You're supposed to protect us. And it gives a little bit of predatorial vibes at times. And it gives a little bit of, it's not genuine. So you want me to work with you, but why? You know, so it does have you kind of questioning who you move with, who you work with, because nothing's for free, right? So obviously this is going to be an even exchange. Me coming to your establishment, doing business with you, you're going to benefit from it as well as I will. So I guess it just depends on the approach. So far, it's been respectful, but it has been a couple creeps, to say the least. But we work through it. We get through it. We draw that line. We put that boundary in place. And in the end, unspoken artistry is respected. I would have to say it's impossible without a support system. There's some places that my son can't go to my events. And I don't know if I haven't tried managing the hosting and everything that I do at an event on top of being a mom. So he has not, unfortunately, been to one of my events yet, but he keeps asking to come. So I got to create one specifically, an environment where he can come out and see what mom's doing. But he also calls himself an artist. So we're building something here, but without a support system, it would be hard. But I find it a lot easier when I explain to him what's happening, and then even better when I can come home and show him the videos. So he gets it. He's like, you did that? Mommy, that's you. And it gives him some things that he might not understand yet. Motivation, determination, drive, discipline, and so, although it might not be easy, it's not impossible, and I'm always up for a challenge. It's not easy. To say it's easy would be a cop-out. It's not easy. But I make it a point to try to connect with each person that comes into the establishment, so I can kind of feel where they are, right? Whether I gotta make a joke, whether it's funny or corny, I'm gonna try to lighten the crowd, to get people to interact with me. If y'all dry, I'm gonna ask again. And I just kind of lay the rules out as well, so everyone knows that if someone's on the mic, respect the mic. Show love. I mean, in the middle of someone doing something and you feel it, talk your shit. I say it all the time. Snap your fingers. My snaps are quiet, so I clap. But as a host, I think it's important to kind of talk, to mingle, to directly get contact from people so you can know what's going on, know what people need, know what to and what not to read. That's probably how I pick what I'm going to read at my events. It's been amazing. I came across Lex at another event, and then so many people were telling me about Lex, right? And so I never was really into like the DJ, and I didn't, okay, you're a DJ, right? Lex made me understand what it is to be a DJ. Everything he does is freaking dope. When he picks up the mic, when he does his transitions, the selections that he play, I don't even know the word to express it, right? And then I don't have to say, hey DJ, I'm about to get on the mic. He kind of just feels it, and we look at each other, all right. So then I do what I have to do. He does what he needs to do so I can speak on the mic. I actually had to work with a different DJ, and she was great. She just wasn't Lex. And that made me want to cry. I love DJ Lexi. I love it. I love him. He's awesome. He's a dope person. And I can't do this without DJ Lex. I tell him everywhere I go, you got to come. So I make sure I book him in advance so we don't have this issue. If he's booked on that date, we gonna pick a different date because we need DJ Lex. Without DJ Lex, the vibe would not be the vibe. He is a huge part of our vibe at Unspoken Artistry. Definitely. Don't fear your greatness. Don't fear in general. Just do it. You are going to be more disappointed in yourself by putting things off and holding on to something that it came to you for a reason and it's meant to be shared with the world. Perfection is not realistic. It's only attainable to a certain level. And what you think is not perfect, it's perfect in someone else's eyes. So as a poet, as an event coordinator, as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, as a woman, as a person, as a mother, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Get advice from like-minded people. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that might even be above the level that you're currently on, because you always want to level up. Just do it and don't let fear hold you back. Fear is your worst enemy, and you deserve to be great. That's what I would have to, you deserve to be great. That's what I would have to say. Just do it. I've dibbled and dabbled in more than I expected to this year. It's things that I've been manifesting. I've done a little acting. I have a piece in Rap Shyt magazine. I write poetry, and I continue to try to give back to the community in the positive manner, whether it's personal to people I know, artists that I've dealt with, and what to expect. I just pop out and see. I can tell you that our next feature is a poet. This is going to be our first poet featuring for Unspoken Artistry. And this is something you don't want to miss. It's going to be great. It's also open mic, so there's no theme for this one. Why there's no theme for this one? Let's see what we got. Come on out, talk your shit, represent yourself, show up for yourself, show up for others who might need to hear whatever unspoken thoughts it is that you're going to be speaking that night. And that's it. what you want to see, what unspoken artistry has to come, you gotta step out and find out, because it's always gonna be something. Hey y'all, it's your girl Roychell Stevens with Unspoken Artistry. Dare to speak your unspoken thoughts here with Rap Shyt Magazine. Make sure you follow me on social media. You can find me at Roychell Lovely Stevens on Instagram, Roychell Stevens on Facebook. Also, Unspoken Artistry, Dare to Speak Your Unspoken Thoughts on Facebook, as well as Eventbrite. If you want to find out what next events we have coming up, if you follow us on Eventbrite, you'll get an email notification and a text message letting you know when we post our new events.